Hello, this is Asa Leveaux, founder of Genius Academy. What I do for a living is I train aspiring entrepreneurs on how to create their first $10,000 in business. Why the hell is that important? Well, it's important if you decide that you'd want to make, 6 figures in business, 7 figures in business, 8 figures in business. See, the way that, life, nature works, you usually have to get your first 10,000 before you get your first 100,000, before you get your first million. So because I've done that for myself repeatedly, I definitely understand how I can make sure that I can duplicate that success for you or maybe somebody that you really, really love. So I want to take this time. Hopefully this message meets you guys doing great. And if it doesn't, like I always say, if you're really feeling low and you're feeling bad and feeling depressed and feeling like things just aren't going right and feeling as though maybe, business and entrepreneurship just isn't for you, what I'm going to need you to do, what I'm going to need you to consider doing is find a new fucking feeling. Yeah. Oh, if you didn't know, I cuss, and I cuss well, and I do not desire to be delivered from it. I cuss very, very well, in an excited manner. So let's just get to it. What are the 5 pillars of business as it relates to how I see it? Because this is my life. It's how I see it. So within Genius Academy, we teach our students about 5 pillars of business. So let's go in order. Let's say if I was actually working with you, how would I do this in order? So the first pillar of business is marketing. That's the very first pillar of business. Now, what exactly is that? The first pillar of business is letting people know what you have. That's all marketing is, letting people know what you have. I'll say again, all marketing is letting people know what you have. Now, you can do this a lot of different ways. You can stand on a corner and twirl a sign with your logo on it. That's a way. You can stand on a rooftop and have a bullhorn. That's a way. Or you can do Facebook ads. That's a way. You can put a press release in your local newspaper. That's a way. It's all marketing. It's letting people know what you have. All right, that's marketing. What is the second pillar of business as it relates to what? Me, founder of Genius Academy, and this is what we do in Genius Academy. So the second pillar of business is sales. Okay, really though, sometimes you have this little feeling like, sales, yes, sales. How you think you'll get some cash? You want 10,000, 100,000, a million, but you ain't trying to sell shit? Yo, that's not really how that shit works. You need to sell some shit. All right, so what is selling? It is literally giving someone an opportunity and then giving them space and grace to choose that opportunity. So for instance, let's say you're hungry and I have a burger. By the way, I don't eat meat. But let's say I had a burger. Hell, for purposes of me, we'll say we have a vegan burger. So we have a vegan burger. I think it's called the Impossible Burger, but I don't know. I haven't eaten it. So you have this burger and you're hungry and I have an opportunity. I want to tell you about it. So I got to tell you about it, right? So, hey, I got this burger. And then I give you the grace and the space to choose it. If you don't choose it, cool, because my identity and my self-worth isn't tied to your yes, period. So a lot of times in entrepreneurship, people have their identities tied to the outcome, and that shit just ain't real, yo. It don't have to be real. All right, so that's all selling is. So after you do the selling, next comes the finance. So the first pillar of business is marketing. The second pillar of business is sales. The third pillar of business is the finance. What the hell am I talking about the finance? Well, I'm talking about the finance because that's what you're doing with the money. So I love that there was a book that I read. Oh, now that I'm on live, I can't remember the book. Fuck. Okay, there's the book that's out there. I will do my best to remember the book and put it in the comments. Okay, so there's a book that I read that talked about how they break up so they have all this money that comes in, the revenue, and then, because revenue is not profit, So just because you brought in $2,000, you didn't profit $2,000. That's just what you got. All right. So you have this $2,000, and what you do, what he tells you to do is you have like 5 or 6 accounts, like actual bank accounts, and then per what your needs are, you put percentages of that, let's say $2,000 for the month, you put it in various accounts. So like one account is for the owner. So I would pay myself through that account. The other account is for taxes. The other account is for operational expenses, things like that. So that's finance. That's actually how you finance in your business. So we got up to 3. All right, so pillar number, let me brand this shit. Genius pillar number 4. Genius pillar number 4 is operations. So when you say operations, for me, I've had 17 years of military experience. So I definitely understand what it means when I say operations. But you may not. It's a possibility. And if you don't, really what I'm saying is, how are you doing the thing that made you money in a way that you can do it over and over and over and over and over again, okay? So for instance, I worked at McDonald's when I was 16, 17, and 18 in Oklahoma. So I know that there was a manual, sometimes called an SOP, which stands for Standard Operator Procedures. So in this manual, it would tell me how to cook fries. I would dump fries in the bin. I would then put a cage little thing into this bin that would shit out fries. I would then take this bin and put it in grease. I would then hit this button that would set the timer to cook the fries. I would then wait on this thing to beep. I would then take it out, let it drain for like a minute. I would then dump those fries into the thing that's holding the fries and then salt the fries in an archway. If you ever worked at McDonald's, you know that when they train you, you're supposed to salt the fries in an arch. Great branding, by the way. So that's an operation. That's a standard way of doing things repeatedly, regardless of who is doing them. So if you want an entrepreneur and you're saying, can't nobody do this like me, you already fucking up, yo. Because if you have that mindset, how are you gonna be able to scale so other people are working for you? Which brings me to another point while we're on operations. Stop talking shit about people that work for other people, because eventually you want people to work for you. Don't talk shit about corporate America if you are then building corporate America. But okay, I had enough said. So what's genius pillar number 5? Let's first go to the 4. We have marketing. Genius pillar number 1, marketing. Genius pillar number 2, sales. Genius pillar number 3, finance. Genius pillar number 4, operations. Genius pillar number 5, accountability. A lot of times people don't like that word accountability because they think accountability is basically blame. It doesn't have to be synonymous with blame at all, but it's making sure that what is supposed to get done gets done. So if you are saying, our second quarter, we're going to have a 15% increase in revenue. Well, who is keeping you accountable to that? So it helps when there's people on your team. It helps when you have, let's say, even an advisory board, just some good business people around you that can keep you accountable to the things you desire for yourself and for your business. So to recap, we have 5 pillars of business. Pillar number 1, marketing. Genius pillar number 2, sales. Genius pillar number 3, finance. Genius pillar number 4, operations. Genius pillar number 5, accountability. So those are the ones that we teach within Genius Academy. Oh, by the way, yes, you may have seen a story or another post, me talking about today was a day that I gifted everyone that's in the Entrepreneur Playbook. I gifted them a free trip, so they have the ability to choose from a trip to Orlando, Vegas, Daytona, and about 4 different places in Mexico. So they have that availability for them. I'm still doing emails. I'm personally over this one. I didn't let anybody do this one, but I'm personally over the emails, making sure that they get their trip, because they are in the Entrepreneur Playbook, which is Genius Academy's signature program. If you would like this as well, just sign up. Go to the link provided. openmybusiness.co was the one I believe is provided in this. But check wherever this video is, because a link will be provided, and go to that link to sign up so that you can also get a free trip. You only pay taxes, which is very, very minimal. But yeah, waiting on you. So as always, I am Asa Leveaux. Oh yeah, feel free to share. I am Asa Leveaux. Dreams and blessings.